try to make an early statement and build that resume. A top 8 showdown, both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. It's the Bulls. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Look out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Changing the routes with his receivers. First play of this drive. Coming out aggressively. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's got the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Reels it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On the move. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quarterback keeper. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Fresh center downs going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This quarterback part of their running game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established, but I think the defense is aware of that.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Using his feet. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes, gets something going, gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30, capitalizes on it, gets a touchdown, and we got our first score of the football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Sends it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Working the ground game.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Immediately fires to the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. Snapped it and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hand. Another ball is knocked free. Grabbed by the kicking team.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Got his man out of the backfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Now on the move. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. Last game he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the move. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Looking for the 2-point try. Keeps it himself. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Snags it and he's open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. And back to the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. On the move, he fires. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50, the 40, the 20. Touchdown.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to power it in. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the 2-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the UTEP Miners. And it's the hope.
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And they'll try to tack on 2. From the gun. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Number 92 sets a kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 25. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Second down, going to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job of getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in second and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. First play of this drive. Takes the easy completion. Runs through the tackle. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Takes a shot at the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Escapes the pressure to his right. Still looking. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Wilson, hey, Wilson, hammer, hey, hammer.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got an open man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Drops back on first down. The screen, he can go. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 30. Past the 20. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Making the adjustment on the play. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Caught. Bring him down. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Rush is on. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Third and long right here. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.